Everybody sing that shit.
Seeking revenge over Germany as Brazil prepare for World Cup opener. Brazil coach Tite intends to continue with the recent tradition of rotating the captain's armband as the country's World Cup campaign kicks off against the Swiss tomorrow. What no one is any doubt about is that the team's leader and talisman will be Neymar. It's because Neymar renounced the captaincy after the Rio Olympics that Tite decided to change skipper every match. In the last 21 games Brazil have had 14 different captains. Everyone expects Neymar to wear it if they reach the final. More than anything else because, if they reach the final, it will probably have been because of him. He has already talked about Russia 2018 being the chance to erase memories of 4 years ago. Maybe we will meet Germany again and there can be real revenge, he said this week. It's not just the country's football credibility that needs to be repaired in Russia. For the last year Neymar's reputation has veered between little boy lost and spoiled child. First he left Barcelona because he wanted to be the center of attention somewhere else. Then he argued with teammates at his new club, sometimes unashamedly, on the pitch over penalty and free kick responsibilities. And as he appears to regret his move to Ligue 1, the French club continue to be determined to pander to his every whim to keep him from signing for Real Madrid. This is his chance to prove that accusations of frivolous self-obsession are wide of the mark. Asked about the humiliating 7-1 defeat to Germany 4 years ago, Neymar told German media Spox.com, "I would love to play the game again with me on the pitch. I am sure the result would have been different." Ruled out of the Belo Horizonte semi-final, Brazil were ravished by a rampant Germany. 4 years on they would love that shot at getting their own back. His presence would not be the only reason why they would be better equipped this time. Philippe Coutinho replaced him at Barcelona at the start of the year and had an excellent second half to the season. And Jesus Gabriel won the league at Manchester City. The City striker was painting the curbstones yellow and green in the São Paulo favela Jardim Imperial he grew up in 4 years ago. Now he's wearing those colors. Jesus himself is now the subject of various murals around the country, but the dominating image is of Neymar. There have been plenty of doubts over the last 12 months. One story emanating from Barcelona at the start of the year told the tale of how Javier Mascherano was summoned to Neymar's beach mansion in the Catalan coastal town Castelldefels when he was still teammates with the young forward. He expected to have been called in to be asked for advice. Instead the front door opened onto what seemed like one of those rum adverts with various revelers enjoying the party of their lives. Mascherano's conclusion was that Neymar's lifestyle was going to cut short his career. Towards the end of his time at Barcelona the club had similar concerns. They were voiced publicly in one training session by Luis Enrique's assistant Carlos Anzu. No one close to PSG believes the player has changed his way in Paris. His birthday party this season was the event of the year and to ensure he stayed on the right side of then-coach Unai Emery, he made sure he invited him. "I went along but left as soon as the cake was cut," said the now Arsenal manager. What else could he do? Still inseparable from his tight group of friends known as the Toys, he remains a law unto himself as Emery has subsequently hinted at in interviews since leaving the club. Despite all that, PSG had no such qualms paying him between 35 meters and 40 meters euros net a season, figures high enough to make Lionel Messi's eyes water and Cristiano Ronaldo's blood boil that he doesn't pick up the same. "Personally I would have paid less money for me," Neymar said this week. He goes into this tournament as the most expensive player in history. When Brazil debut in Rostov against the Swiss he can take the first step in showing that, even outside the extremes of the transfer market, he's the world's #1.